Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very good news when it comes to the PlayStation 5s, but of course, as always, I feel like knowing my luck, then tomorrow we're going to have even worse news mixed on in. But we actually have some very good news in regards to Sony and how they're actually maybe potentially even holding out on stock, as well as the fact that they might actually have some really big restocks coming in the very near future. We have some very good news to go and talk about throughout this video, and overall, I love seeing this because we've actually had a little bit of a dry period throughout this past week and a half or so. So kind of good news, I think, overall. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or be subscribed for the PS5 giveaway going on the channel. As well, if you guys ever want to, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream linked down below, the Amazon links for the disc and the digitals, if you guys going to go check and see. We also have the, of course, Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money, and Coinbase. If you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. So, as I mentioned, we actually have some kind of nice little Sony confirmations when it comes to how they're dealing with some stock, how they're going to be moving some stock, as well as also some kind of really big waves as well when it comes to us actually having a chance to get our consoles. As I mentioned, throughout the past week and a half, we've actually been very dry. So hopefully in the very near future, we'll have a chance to go and change it on up. As well, mainly just so I can go and actually make some fun videos and talk to you guys all about this stuff, because I want you guys to get your consoles. And I feel like whenever we have a week-long period where it just doesn't happen, it makes me feel sad because I want you guys to get the hookup. So we're going to be talking and discussing something over here. This actually is relation towards actual India, but there's a reason why I usually bring these up because mainly most of my audience is usually American. But funny enough, I actually had quite a few people also want me to go and cover some of this news as well. Maybe if they're from India or etc. But this always kind of relates back to America and also kind of shows what Sony's doing internally, because sometimes we actually get better leaks, as well as just more so when we can actually physically speak to Sony and find out information in regards to stock, restocks, and kind of how they're doing it. Because basically if one region's doing it, another region also will go and kind of tie into this too as well. So let's go dive in the actual article itself and talk about this. IGN has been very on point, especially when it comes to all the Indian news as well. And also I've been using them as a good resource too. So there's a lot to kind of dissect in this article. I already read through it as well, but there's actually some very important key notes that we'll kind of discuss all throughout this. So it's, I guess enjoy. If you guys ever seen the ads, they go towards my mom too as well. So when the PS5 eventually gets restocked in India, there should be enough consoles to go around. Which, first of all, that's a very confident statement to first of all go and say, especially as you guys know and how often these things basically resell really quickly. But also, number two, that's just a nice thing to kind of start this article off on in general. Following the far from ideal pre-order window and a rocky launch has led to a rampant criticisms from fans and would-be PS5 owners, it appears that Sony is set to make amends. Sources familiar with the company's plans tell IGN India that when the PS5 eventually gets restocked, the quantity will be substantial. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen all these bajillion doom and gloom articles. We'll probably have even one up tomorrow, knowing me. But when it comes to this, we haven't really seen too much good news when it comes to stock, restock, productions, or whatever. So this is have some pretty nice, confident words in discussion on what this next wave, especially for India, is going to look like. And as I always keep on mentioning, it depends on India too as well, because guess what? If India has a substantial, huge restock, what's going to stop them from doing that from America, from the UK, from Canada, etc.? Just kind of follow with me on that. So that's one big thing. Furthermore, it appears that not all the PS5s imported for the February release date, this is for the Indian release date, made it onto the shelves. So now we have Sony basically holding out stock on us. So basically they had stock that actually could have been sold, they just never did. That the next wave is going to be massive and huge, and or more so, I guess, for the words that they went and used, substantial, which is, to me, that's still good in words. You go give me a substantial amount of cheeseburgers and fries, I'm down with that, I'm down with that. So this is all around just kind of very appeasing things to be on the lookout for. As well as I'll mention, this always kind of relates back to America, because either, number one, if one country has a lot of big stock, that means that there's less demand or less, they don't have to do a restock as fast, because if there's 5 million consoles there, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, if you guys know what I mean. Basically just means that there's less, they don't need it. The supply is actually been kind of fulfilling the demand at that point, at least for a little while. While this usually is the case with every console launch, to ensure service centers have enough units to take care of potential failures, Sony seems to have held back with its PS5 allotment to stores. What this means is that there should be units from the very first shipments as well as new stock expected soon. Both of these combined, and this is a very big word to say, should be enough to meet demand. That's very, very good no matter how you go look at it. Even if you're in India, basically it just means that if they go and have enough demand met, that just means that we just go focus on other regions too as well. Not that I think that Indian folks should not go get consoles. I think everyone should. So it's just all around good news for everything because people are getting consoles left and right. There's more. It appears that Sony wants to avoid the issues consumers had buying the PlayStation 5 at launch and ensure that consoles get in the hands of bona fide buyers rather than scalpers. While this could lead to fewer retailers to have official units of the PS5 because of this, it also means that genuine stores should have more PlayStation 5s. This is all around some of the best news I think I've seen so far. Number one, just from the huge amount of stock, the amount of stock that they had, the fact that we're also hearing rumors that Sony also had stock being held on back, which also could be nice things for American folks if they did the similar thing too as well, or maybe they're just kind of holding out some stock as well to kind of go and sell them. Like, this is all insanely good news for everyone. This is insane. And although Sony does not comment on PS5 restocks, IGN India reached out all the same. We will update the story if we hear from the company itself, and basically going to give them kind of the quick run cap as well for the PS5 India. However, that doesn't mean that there is no information on a potential restock. Multiple IGN India readers reached out to us this week, stating that Sony centers across the country were taking cash from customers. So basically, they were accepting money from the pre-orders, and essentially they know. Kind of think like how Walmart right now, they sold a bunch of consoles around 2 weeks ago, and they're still in the processing stuff going on. So it's kind of the same vein as that. You know, if you guys just want to, I guess, the comparison. And informing them that Sony had plans of the PS5 India restock date for the second week of April, though there could be potential delays. So it also kind of relates back to America too as well, because either we're going to have all these really big restocks up in the UK and up in India, and that also means that then it can start moving all that stock towards us in America or Canada, etc., or that throughout everywhere in the entire basically globe, they might be having some big waves of restocks coming on out. So think like 50 consoles to India, 50 consoles to UK, 50,000 consoles to America, 50,000 to Canada. So that, like, basically on both sides is looking good, especially if Sony actually had stock available that they just did not want to go and sell, as well as also if Sony is having a really big, substantial, as IGN words themselves, restock happening in the very near future. Also, funny enough, some people are actually saying this, and I'm actually kind of curious on your thoughts down below if you guys want to. Some view the PS5 restock to be critical, reason being, it's no secret that Sony's first-party PS5 games haven't sold as well as they should have due to their high price tag. I'm sure most of you guys in the comment section down below would also probably agree. I think it's more so that no one actually has their consoles. I mean, a lot of people do, don't get me wrong, but as well, some of these games came out 4 or 5 months ago, think Spider-Man or Demon's Souls. So what I think, and this is why I kind of want to leave your comments down below, is I think it's just more so on, I want the new stuff. Like for me, I want the new Ratchet and Clank. I want Returnal. I want the new games. And now I have my PS5 myself. That's why we're even giving one out as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. And also leave a like too as well so I can go and get out of my Bing Yay hoodie over here. But when it comes to all that stuff, I think it's just more so because no one has the consoles. And I really think if we also had some more new waves of new games coming out, I think a lot more people would be okay with that. So I think overall, some people may be worried on how the PS5 games may not be doing as good. But realistically, I kind of think it's going to be okay because we'll keep on getting more stock, more people getting their consoles, and then more people buying the games whenever they come on out. And also, a lot of people also saying the anticipation from the supply chain, we're told, is that the PS5 restocks should help move existing games and accessories that have been tough to sell without the console, which is also kind of a big duh. Like, if everything else in this article has been like on point, very on point IGN, but it's like, do you really think people are going to be buying like the PlayStation 5 charging docks, the PlayStation 5 headsets, literally going and buying an extra PlayStation 5 controller, whatever it is, when you don't have the console? Now, some people might, and I mean, they want to be prepared if they're going to buy them anyway, but I think, and I could probably speak on behalf of a lot of people, probably especially a lot of my subscribers, you're probably not going to be buying something before you actually have it. That's like trying to go buy like a car mat or like a car air freshener when you don't even have a car. Typically, you wouldn't mind getting it. You might get it if you're going to get it like that same week or whatever. But typically, you just kind of wait until you actually get your car and then you go buy it then. But you guys could disagree or agree in the comments down below. Interestingly, the second week of April ties in with another recent Sony development, PS4 Restocks, which is actually kind of even impressive for me that they're actually still selling so many PS5s or PS4s when the PS5 is already out. The nearly decade-old console is still in demand in India to the point where it recently received a price hike, which is What? Which did a little to damper the anticipation surrounding it. This should come as no surprise, as when the PS3 launched, the PS2 saw renewed interest to the point where it clocked in close to 1 million units sold, which I still find that so surprising. Similarly, Sony saw an uptick in PS3 sales when the PS4 launched. Both were a result of the price difference between the older and newer consoles, considering the other options like PC gaming are more costly than they should be. It's safe to say that PS4 will sell well in 2021. I don't know about that. Maybe in India, yeah, but I don't know. I don't even really know who that many people even buying PS4s right now. I'd probably just wait out for the PS5, but maybe someone just wants to buy one for cheap. I mean, if I saw a PS4 for 50 bucks, 100 bucks on eBay or Facebook or something, I'd probably buy it. But overall, let me kind of recap on this article and give you guys all the good. Basically, Sony has big stock coming, especially when it comes to India, which also does relate back to all the Americas and also Canada's, UK's, because basically if one region's going to get stock, that means either they're going to be done and they can start focusing stock the next week or 2 weeks into another area, or two, that also means that everyone, because we also been seeing a lot of UK rumors as well, will be getting stock in the near future. So very good news on this. Also very good news when it comes to Sony, basically saying we have some confidence in our stock, we have really big stock, we're going to start selling more stock. All of this stuff is very good news, at least in my opinion, when it comes to the restocks and everything that Sony's saying. This is extremely good news. I think it's very big, especially if you guys live in India. I don't think many of you guys that watch my channel probably do, but if you do, it's good. But of course, it's also really good news for everyone, because that just means we are seeing PS5s flowing and big stock and leftover stock as well, which just means there's more chances for all of us to go and buy some consoles. So very good claps off to basically Sony, and hopefully this actual India restock will go really good, so then it could also really go really good for us in America, so we could all get some consoles. As always, guys, if any of you guys are brand new, if you guys want to subscribe with the notifications on, or just for the PS5 giveaway, would love to have you guys here. We also do a lot of Sony news, random videos, etc. Also, leave a like if you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys also check on the Amazon links down below with the disc and the digital restocks. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Always linked down below. And hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Any ads you guys saw go towards my mom. And this is some very good news.